Ladies and gentlemen, we back at it again. In this video, we're going to talk about extroverted feeling, what it is, what it does, how it works, who uses it, how you can use it to your benefit, and how you can overcome its weaknesses. All of these questions and more will be answered in this video, so let's get right into it. Okay, so extroverted feeling, aka FE, it's all about ethics and harmony. It's all about the emotions and making decisions that are best for the group. So you want to keep harmony, you want to get the whole group, everybody happy, understand social dynamics and hierarchies. They're good at reading the room and at body language. So when you talk about FI, introverted feeling, that's how the individual feels. FE is extroverted feeling. That's outside, that's how everybody feels. All right, who uses it? These are the 8 personality types who use FE in their conscious mind, their ego, the personality that you show to the world. ESFJ and ENFJ, they have it in their hero function. The INFJ, the ISFJ have it in their parent function. The ESTP, the ENTP have it in their child function. And the ISTP and INTP have it in their inferior function. Okay, now how do you spot one of these extroverted feelings? And guys, by the way, you can download the slides to this presentation and follow along, especially for you guys that's on the podcast. Click the link down below, download the slides, and you can follow along with the presentation. Now, how do you spot one? They are usually very warm and expressive. You know the little kids, as little kids, the ones who are always waving at everybody and saying hi to everybody? A lot of time, when they grow up, they are extroverted feelings. They're very generous and accommodative. So I got a friend of mine, Rod. He is an ENFJ, and a lot of times he'll pay for dinner. He's very generous and very accommodative. And whenever I go to this place, he got Gatorades, he got snacks and chips. They're very accommodative and very generous. That's another way to spot them. They're peacemakers. They will willing to hear you out even if they disagree, and they try to find fair solutions for both sides. So yeah, they're peacemakers. They try not to have a lot of confrontation. And like I say, even if they don't agree with you, they'll still sit there and listen to you. They're patient and tolerant. A lot of times they make great counselors and therapists. That's why I have this picture of the school teacher. A lot of times they just naturally want to be school teachers. And even if they're not teachers, a lot of times they'll choose to be counselors or therapists because they're very patient and tolerant. They're great listeners. They listen to understand. They don't just listen to respond. They actually want to hear you out and hear what you had to say and understand what you had to say. They're great listeners. We talked about that. They're very persuasive, and they're good with words. And they're good with new people. So again, Rod, he's another photographer, Photo Magic Media. A lot of times we work together and doing senior portraits at the HBCUs. It'd be like, I'll walk into the room, and it'd be like all these new people. And me, I'm sitting in the back, and I'm trying to fill people out and see who's who. Rod, when a new person come in, he's automatically talking to them and laughing and joking and have all this warm encounter. He's good with new people. I'm good with people, but I have to get to know you a little bit first. With him, as soon as you walk in the door, it's on. So that's another way to kind of spot them. They're good with people, especially new people. Some famous folks, LeBron James. LeBron James, y'all remember that meme? LeBron James, Taylor Swift, Oprah Winfrey, and Barack Obama. These are some famous people that are FE users. Okay, what are some positives? They are very thoughtful people. So I shoot photography. That's what these straps are for. My photography straps, I'm using it to have this mic. I know I always say that in every video, but I never know if you watch the other videos or this is your first time coming across them. So you're like, what are these straps? The straps are for photography. So one of my brides, Kim, at her wedding, she was giving her bridesmaids and her mom, she had these real thoughtful gifts. And that's a very positive thing about FE users. They're very thoughtful, they're loyal, they're insightful, they're accommodating, they have empathy. I'm okay, no you're not. Oh, so even if you say that you're not okay, so a lot of times if they're friends, if they seem down and out, and then you ask them, what's wrong? And then they say, oh, nothing, I'm good. The FE users, they can tell that you're not good. How do they know that you're not good? They can read your body language. They can tell from the way you talk, your tone of voice, how fast you talk, the cadence. It's so many clues that they are tuned in that they can read people. They're very good at reading people. So yeah, FE users, one of the big positive things are they're very empathetic and they're good at reading people. How can you make your FE stronger? You can make it stronger by tapping into it. How can you tap into it? By doing some charity work. You can give. Not only give money, but you can also give your time and also give of your knowledge. As I've been like preparing for these presentations and putting these slides together and like gaining all this knowledge and giving it away for free, that is some form of charity, you know. God so loved the world that he gave. So I'm giving. Anytime you give, that's showing love. So that's one way that you can tap into your FE, by showing love and giving. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Consider how they got here. So like, okay, even if you go into like a soup kitchen, let's say you want to do this charity work and you go and working with homeless people or working with people in a soup kitchen. Put yourselves in their place. Try to think about how did they get in this predicament. Especially even like orphans. They, you know, you come in the world, your mom is dead, your dad is dead, you're an orphan in the world. Nobody really loves you the same way your parents will love you. So that's one of the ways that you can tap into your FE is by putting yourself in other people's shoes and really think about how did they get in this predicament. And it's not about pity, it's about empathy, being able to relate and put yourself in their shoes. Smile. People will be more open to talk to you if you would just smile. FE is all about ethics and harmony. There would be more harmony in the room if more people smile, because more people would be more open to talk to each other and not have their guard up if people would just smile. So you can tap into your FE by smiling more and also by mirroring body language. So when you're talking to somebody, if you notice that they give you a lot of eye contact, then talk to them with eye contact. If they talking to you with eye contact, then you mirror that. If you notice that they kind of looking down when they're talking, well, now when it's your turn to talk, now you look down, or you look around. You might not want to just stare them in their eye the whole time, because some people, it make them uncomfortable when you're just sitting here staring at them the whole time when you're talking to them. It get kind of uncomfortable. So especially censors, they have a thing of doing that. So yeah, just you can mirror their body language. That's another way you can tap into your FE. Okay, some negatives of the FE users. They're too trusting. Sometimes the FE user can be too trusting. I'll tell you a story about, so I was at Walgreens, and I come out to Walgreens, I'm going to my car, and this kid was asking me for a ride home. And I'm like, okay, where you live at? He said, I live right up here up the street. And I'm thinking to myself, how long you been standing here trying to get a ride up the street? I asked him, he said, yeah. He said, oh, I've been out here for about an hour or two. I was trying to find somebody to give me a ride home. And I'm saying to myself, why are you standing out here for an hour or two? If you only live up the street, why don't you just walk home? And when I asked him that, he was like, see, and then I come to find out it was a new type of gang initiation. They was having people drive them home, like Ubers or whatever, and then when you drop them off, all the neighborhood gang members or whatever will come beat you up, take your money, and ride off with your car. The FE user, a lot of times, they can be too trusting. It's a cold world out here. You can't be too trusting out here. Use your mind, and that's another problem, that they use their emotions more than their mind. That's a negative. They're too sensitive sometimes. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words never hurt me. Sometimes these people, their feelings do get hurt from their words. Like I said, it's a cold world. You gotta have a thick skin. So that's one negative thing. And like, if they offer you something and you don't take it, they really get bent out of shape about that. Like if somebody refuses their kind gestures, they don't like that. They can get emotional about that. But it's like, you don't know, I might be fasting today. You want to offer me something to eat? No, I'm good. I'm not eating today. Or it could be, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank here, guys. Leave me a comment down below. What are some times that somebody offered you something and you said, no, I'm good, and then they got upset that you didn't accept their kind gestures? They can be people pleasers. Empathy can lead to enablement. Mama's boys. Yeah, so a lot of times, FE user moms, they'll be like helicopter parents, and they always babying the children. What was that movie? Major Pain? I'm not going to quote the movie, but you know what I'm talking about. If you know the movie Major Pain with Keenan Wayans or Damon Wayans, one of the Wayans brothers, yeah, mama's boys. Let the boy fall. Let him fail. Let him learn from experience. You can't always, like I know a mom who, he got fries and she opened up the ketchup packet and poured the ketchup on it. Let him open his own ketchup packet. He got a little juicy thing and she take the straw out, put the straw in the juice box. Let him do his own juice box. Because mama not always gonna be there. Let the boy grow up and have failures and learn from experience. So yeah, that can be a thing. Empathy can lead to enablement. And the next thing you know, here your son is 40 years old, still living in the basement, and now you want him to go, and you want him to go be a real man, but you've been babying him all these years. He don't know how to be a real man. Now you having regret from babying all this time, and now it's too late. Let the boy grow up. Let the boy have some failures. Let him grow and learn from his failures. Don't have him be a mama's boy. Like on, what's that movie with Tyrese? Jody? I think that was, Baby Boy. Yeah, Baby Boy. Yeah, don't let have your son be a baby boy. Okay, how can you overcome these weaknesses? Set clear boundaries. Know when to say no. Like I said, FE users, a lot of times they can be people pleasers. They're constantly saying yes, and they don't know when to say no. And some people will take advantage of that. You gotta learn how to set boundaries and learn how to say no. You always pouring into other people. You can't pour out of an empty glass. You gotta learn how to say no sometimes, stay to yourself, and prioritize your own mental and physical health. Like my friends, it's like I'll call her to go do a photo shoot, and she's like, Dave, you gotta let me know at least 2 weeks ahead of time. I can't always be spontaneous and just get up and go shoot. Now sometimes she do get up and shoot, but I'm like, all right, I got you. I'm honor your boundaries, So yeah, you gotta know when to set boundaries, know when to say no. Another thing is to know your values and write them down. Writing them down will help you to make decisions that are actually in line with what you value. See, because the FE users, they're about harmony, and they kind of like do what everybody else is doing. Like, especially with like hookup culture. They say, everybody else said it's cool, so it's cool then. No, it's not cool. And a lot of times these people is not even like that. They just doing it because everybody else is doing it. I even heard somebody say that before, like, I'm only doing it because everybody else is doing it. And I'm like, that's so silly. You're not even like that for real. Feelings versus logic. Balance is key. So yeah, another thing you can do is like learn how to do like solve puzzles, like what is that, Sudoku or Rubik's Cube. I learned how to do a Rubik's Cube in about 3 weeks. So those are some things that you can do to overcome your weaknesses. Get around some people who are more logical. If you want to, you want to do what everybody else is doing, do what the logical people are doing. Learn how they move. Learn how they make decisions. Learn how they go through life. And like I said, we all connected. Where I'm weak, you might be strong. Where you're blind, I can cover your blind spots. So you're having a community, you're about harmony. You FE users, you're about harmony. Have some harmony, have diversity of people in your circle so you can make better decisions and have balance. It's good to have feelings, but you also need to have logic. The key to life is balance. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit them bell notifications, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on IG, leave a comment down below, tell me some stories of your life as an FE users, or your friends or siblings or whatever people you encounter throughout the day. Tell me some stories, leave me some questions. Leave me some questions, I'll try to get to them in the comment section or on the Sunday live stream. And you can also download the slides. Remember, at the last slide is empty so that you can take notes and whatnot. So click link down below. And then make sure you check out the playlist of all 8 cognitive functions. Go ahead, click that playlist, and I'll see you over there. Peace.